Okay, so this is going to be a very quick video. I'm going to go over my results for the morning, my member results for the morning, and give you an update on any new exciting things with the binary destroyer. Now, I was going to talk about psychology in this video because I'm currently doing like a mini series going over the common mistakes where traders would go wrong with the Mogwai Reversal strategy. Part 1 was about trend trading, confirming a trend, and part 2 is about psychology. But I'll probably save that for Thursday's video because I haven't got a lot of time today. If you want to know what it's like being a full-time trader, it's very hectic. I've got a lot of meetings today, buying some land, buying a lot of land at the minute because, you know, land isn't going to grow, right? I live on an island in the UK and the island's not going to get any bigger, right? It's going to get more populated, but not bigger. So buy land, right? It's just going to go up in value. But that's a discussion for another topic. Anyway, right, let's go over my results for today. You know what? It's been amazing, right? I mean, this is why I'm going to go over my results, some of the member results. For some reason today, there's been a lot of volume in the market. A lot of currency pairs are trending, which is great. So let me just, where's my phone? My phone's on charge, right? So I can't show you that. So first of all, let's go over the results of the members, right? And then give you some updates on where we are. So Mogwai Reversal, this is literally right now, look, 8:57, right? So I haven't even got the time here, but it's 8:57, right? This morning, 5 wins, 1 loss. So 4R, this guy's made 4R, 2.5 hours. That's nice, 4R. That's a nice trade there. First trade of the day on EU. Beautiful. Again here, still dropping. That is a beautiful trade. Gold TP. Did you take DU, Jamie? No, I didn't. Oh, that is a good trade. I took that trade. Nice. I'll show you that one. There you go here. That was nice. Again, that was the trade I took on gold, which was nice. That's a loss on GU. You know why that's a loss, don't you? I'm going to explain to you quickly, mini lesson, okay, if you're watching this. Okay, so first of all, I assume that you are saying that this is the first pullback and that is the second pullback, okay? Now, again, I've spoke about this in many videos, right? In fact, part 1, confirming a trend, and it's in our courses. Everything in trading, especially trend trading, it has to be what it says it is, right? You can't just make it up, right? It has to be this or it has to be that. So if you are saying that this is an uptrend, okay, you have to then say, okay, so what's an uptrend? Uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback, uptrend. And in there, you'll have your higher high, you have your higher low, you have your higher high, you have a higher low, okay? So if you are saying that that is the first pullback, then that has to be a higher high. Okay, so what is that a higher high to? Because if that's higher, what's it higher than? Okay, because it isn't a high. It's an equal high. Now you could say, well, that may be there. Maybe that is higher than that one. Yeah, okay, but then what is that higher than? Right? Because it isn't higher than that one. So all of this doesn't make sense. If anything, right, this here is the first pullback, but I personally wouldn't take it, right? Go over a result from a different member, right? And I'll show you, right? This one here, right? So you see how he has that. That's a lower low. There is nothing lower than that when that signal appeared. Right, it pulls back, it creates a lower high, it then comes down, creates that second pullback, and then you have that drop there. You see the difference? Right? Those are the little mistakes that can get you, right? Is that if you are saying that is a lower low, it has to be a lower low, right? It's like, you know, when you look at that setup here, okay, that has to be a higher high, but it's not. It's an equal high. See that? So yeah, as you can see here, another 2R in a row. Nice. Again, nice here. 1.6. That's nice. You get the idea, right? Beautiful. Quick 1R. Nice. Keep going now. Just find you one more setup here. I'll find you here. There you go. That's a nice trade. Second DAX. You get the idea. Okay. So let's go over my results. Okay, for the morning. So if you want to know where my results are, they're all going to be in here. I posted all my trading results in here. So like this is like verifying what I'm saying on the YouTube video. This is why I set up the free Telegram group. So, you know, when I make these videos, you only see half of the videos, right? You only see half of the trading results. So I post all my trading results in here, right? So we're going to go over every trade we take. The first one was this one here. So this was a gold sell. It's with the double alerts. So as you can see here, we had a double alert here. That one lost. I then took this double alert here, as you can see there. So we had a loss for a sell, we had a one for a buy, and yeah, look at that beautiful trade. Just to show you that trade in the free group here, if we go down to the bottom, you'll actually see that was the trade. That was the trade as well. I followed it all the way along there. As you can see, that's the gold here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That was that one. So recovered my loss. So that was the first loss on gold, which you can see. And then I took the double alert, which is there. So that's the loss, that's the buy. And ultimately, that's how we finished that one off. Beautiful trade. I then also took a trade on Euro USD. Now, this one is just the standard Mogwai Reversal. And as you can see here, watch this one and you'll get a better understanding of this, right? So as you can see, can you see on this trade here, how I have marked, the camera's in the way. I'm gonna have to put this, the camera's in the way. There we go, I'll put it up there so I can see. As you can see here, you see how I've marked up this one as the first pullback and then this one as the pullback there. Now, the reason why I've marked that one as the first pullback and not this one down here is because there's no structure there, right? For me to see a valid pullback, it has to have structure. So, you know, that's how I view it. So uptrend, pullback structure. Notice how that is the higher high. When that appeared, there was nothing higher. That is a higher high. Then it comes up, then it pulls back here. We get our second alert. And as you can see, that was an absolute beautiful trade with the trend. As you can see, uptrend, pullback, uptrend. You get the idea, right? Just to show you the double alert here. Not the double alert, you can see here. So that was Euro USD. You can see the trade. You see I marked it up exactly. And it was beautiful. Absolutely cream of the creme. So yeah, I mean, I made a lot of money today. I can't complain. You'll actually see the trades here, 1,600 quid. It was nice, right? It was a nice trade. Okay, so a lot of members at the minute are currently testing the double alerts. What is that? Another trade? Jamie Palmer, guys, maybe you've cracked the gold matrix with this update. Maybe we have. Maybe we have. So a lot of members at the minute are testing the new update. So as you can see here, last 3 days, last 3 setups on DAX, on Dow, free S5, 3 winners in 2.5 hours. I know people think, let me just read some of the testing results. Here we go here. Almost 50% this morning only taking double alerts on gold. So what is this double alerts, right? And what is this new update? So a few people are going to ask me, Jamie, why are you constantly updating the binary destroyer? Why are you constantly innovating, etc.? There's a very good reason for that, right? Every single day, the binary destroyer is evolving, is improving in a positive way, right? Every single day, we'll get, you know, members that join me that are complete beginners with no experience, and that's great because they are the best people to teach the trade because they haven't learned anything previously. They'll only learn the binary destroyer, which is a good advantage over somebody that is like, you know, spent years picking up bad habits and struggling. And at the same time, we get a lot of experienced members join us as well, you know, that have good trading background, that have good experience, that are already full-time traders, that are already funded, you know, that, you know, just, you know, we always get different variations of traders join the group, and we're always pushing to improve. To give you an example here, you will never hear this ever on YouTube. Never. You will never ever hear anybody say this. I learned to trade Forex from my own members. Yes, that's correct. I'm a binary trader, hence the name, binary indicator, binary destroyer. I used to be a binary trader many years ago, 6-7 years ago, can't remember. we started getting a lot of members trading Forex, joining our group, right? And at the time we were trading binary. It was all about binary. And we started getting a lot of Forex traders joining our group and trading the binary destroyer on Forex. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, wow, maybe eventually I'm going to have to make that transitional period from binary to Forex. And I used to watch them trade Forex and it just encouraged me to make that switch. And yeah, I haven't gone back. And I would actually say that's an advantage because I have never learned any other Forex strategy apart from the binary destroyer. I don't know anyone else trading Forex on YouTube. Well, I know there are, but I mean, I've never been in any other Forex community. I've never been in any other Forex group. I've never bought any other Forex course or strategy. I've only ever learned Forex in my group. And I would actually say that's a blessing because that's all I know. That's literally all I know. And that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the experienced traders joining the group. We're always pushing and innovating. So what a lot of members are doing with these double alerts, this is still testing, is they are changing different time frames. So to give you an example on Euro USD, okay? So on Euro USD, this was a typical Mogwai reversal setup. Uptrend, pullback, second pullback, nice trade with the trend. That is it, beautiful, right? Love that. However, we've got a new update with the alerts where we can actually put two time frames together, right? So on this setup here, what we basically have is we have a Mogwai reversal setup lining up with the 5 minutes like that there. And what members are doing are changing different combinations. So just to give you an example here, right? I mean, I don't even know how this performs, right? But somebody's saying here, I'm just going over what he's saying for S5 and M2. So let's just have a quick look, right? So 5 second time frame, and they're changing the alerts, the higher time frame alerts to 2 minutes. Now, I don't know how this performs. Like, I'm only doing what I'm doing, and that is it, right? I don't know what every other member does, okay? But we have a lot of members testing it at the minute, right? So as you can see here, if I just remove here, when you get a double, oh, wow. Okay, I can see why this works. Okay, so when you get a double alert like this here, this is saying that the 5 second time frame is lining up with the 2 minute time frame, right? And as you can see, that's a nice winner. That's a nice winner as well. That one is a loss just there. In fact, that's not actually a double alert because they're not actually appearing together, right? So I wouldn't count that personally. They have to appear on the same line. So like here, you see how they're together? That's what we're looking for, okay? So I'll find you two more, well, one more, like I said. There you go, there's one at the top. Look at that, beautiful, nice. Okay, I'll find you one more. There's one just there as well, beautiful. You get the idea, right? I'll find you one more. Here we go here, right, there you go there. Look at that beautiful trade. Look at that one just there. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, now like I said, this is what the members are doing. They're testing different combinations. So this guy says last 3 DAX trades, well, DA meaning double alerts, on S5, so 5 seconds and 2 winners, all on 3 minutes. So as you can see there, yeah, like I said, this morning S5 and S15. Wow. So like I said, different combinations. But, this is what I like about it. We're constantly innovating. If you said to me, Jamie, I'm a swing trader, I don't want to trade the second time frames, I'd say, great, go to the 1 hour charts. Let me go to the 1 hour charts, right? I'd say go to the 1 hour charts like this here. And, perhaps, I don't know, let's look at the 15-minute charts. So let's put the 15-minute charts in combination with the I don't know, the 1 hour chart. So let's go to the 1 hour charts here, and there you go there. Okay, I'll find you a valid setup that I can see on gold, okay, that I would personally take. I mean, there's a nice little double alert there. As you can see, that's a beautiful double alert. Nice, that is. Obviously, bear in mind, this is the 15-minute time frame. So you're not going to get many. I mean, there's another one just there. That's a nice one just there. Look at that, beautiful. So you got the 60-minute over the 5-minute, no, over the 15-minute. It's beautiful, right? Nice little combination. So that is an update on where we are. Obviously, we're still testing. There is going to be new training for this. Okay, because like I said, I want to revamp everything. Every like 6 months in a year, I like to go over all of the new training and just put little kind of like tweaks into it, you know, that what I've noticed sort of thing, just to help people. Because, you know, when people are buying a service, they want an up-to-date service. That's why we constantly update the binary destroyer. I'm going to be constantly updating the training. So there's going to be new training for all of our strategies, but they're not necessarily new training. They're just new videos going over the same strategy, but just in a more simpler and clearer way, because the more I teach people, the more I improve as a trader, right? And as a teacher as well. So new training, new updates, very exciting time. Yeah, can't wait for that. So those are my trading results. Hope you enjoyed that video. My name is Jamie Palmer. Thank you for watching.